I hear a lot of times some of these things on the screen here. I always tell folks it's not if, it's when. I hear a lot of if we just put in MFA and do phishing training, we'll be okay. Has that worked for anybody else? We're probably good with just an EDR AV. This is talking about the cherry picking solutions, right? When your MSP recommends security solutions to you, there's a reason for it. It's because they're getting their data from threat intel and industry news. We know what tactics are being used. So when they recommend something, it's likely a product that you should have. We're a small shop. We don't need a 24/7 SOC. Cyber criminals don't work 9 to 5. It's often late hours, early morning hours, weekends, holidays, when people are less likely to be monitoring this stuff. We have a small security budget. I totally understand. But remember, when that day comes, it's going to cost a lot more to get through this, not to mention you've now not protected your customers' data. I hear this one a lot too. My firewall is going to stop the attackers at the perimeter. So there's this thought in cybersecurity that if I could just stop people at that first knock on the door, then they can't attack. But we know that there's vulnerabilities and zero-day exploits in firewalls and configurations and VPNs. So it's not about stopping them early. It's how do we stop them when they're in, because that's going to happen. And then the final one is my favorite. It's not going to happen to me. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. It's not if, it's when. In fact, many of us are probably the victims of cybercrime, whether or not we know it. I went through a breach 2 years ago in my household. It's not fun. It's just a matter of time, especially if you don't have good password policies in place.